My name is Marissa King. I'm a Nashville, Tennessee resident. I am currently the historian for the Nashville African American Wind Symphony Incorporated. We are the only African American symphony, not just in Tennessee, but in the entire southeastern region. All members participated in their respective universities' band program, with majority of members like myself being alumnus from the illustrious Tennessee State University and our two-time Grammy-winning aristocrat of bands. Since being founded almost 2 years ago, we've already made a lasting impression on the educational aspect, musical aspect of our youth in Tennessee, participating in side-by-side coaching with the students, participating in their music programs and their concerts, doing private lessons for research-based programs for our degrees. Studies show that children who participate in music educational programs are more likely to adopt social behaviors, boost their IQ, and have a well-rounded view of our society. So please fund our educational programs in music. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cameron Mitchell. I'm the Poet Laureate of Murfreesboro, and I want to advocate for the arts, Metro Arts, who have $12 million in funding. I have done spoken word poetry. I am an actor, and I'm also a teaching artist. A lot of us have been dealing with the pandemic in many different ways, and we have our own ways to resort to how we get through it. But the youth do not. The youth have actually dropped in their reading scores. They've dropped in ways to express themselves, and suicide has gone up. Social anxiety has gone up. But one thing that has been able to advocate is that we as artists have been able to go into those schools, show the students a different way to express themselves. Being at Isaac Litton, I was able to see a transformation with the artists, with the students, where their test scores were able to rise because of the poetry that we were able to show them. Not only that, I have students that actually say they want to be poets now. Those students are not going to be considering going into gangs, going into places where that will lead them into prisons, or even being in places that lead them into a wrong direction. Imagine having more artists in this city and raising to a city where we call ourselves Music City.
I'm here today as a self-employed artist with a rich history of experiences with Metro Arts during my time at Oasis Center. My earliest experiences with Metro Arts began as a grant applicant for the arts program I developed at Oasis 10 years ago. I remember standing with Judge Sheila Calloway and then Executive Director of Metro Arts, Jen Cole, pitching a restorative arts program for youth to the mayor. Our overarching message was, arts amplifies outcomes. I'm in favor of redirecting the $2 million arts capital budget to Metro Arts to right-size their funding.
I'm Andy Rudloff. I've been a working artist, solely making my income as an artist for over 20 years here in Metro Nashville. Our funding for Metro Nashville Arts Commission and now Metro Arts has not increased in over 30 years. So I've gotten real crafty about how to make a living here. If you can remember Opryland Amusement Park, that's where I got my start. They would lock me in the park at night and ask me to paint murals. And then in the morning, as the sun came up, I came out of the park with getting the job done. So I'm still getting the job done, but am really scrambling. We call ourselves Music City, but we also are about all of the arts. And when we think about that, we have to really think about all the disciplines. Metro Arts has a real sense of purpose and at this point, and really great leadership right now with Daniel. And I urge you to increase their funding, not just for people like me, but for people who will be here after me, because I'm at the tail end of my career. So if you have enjoyed what I have done for 30 years in this town, thank you. If you don't notice it, stop and notice some of the art occasionally. When people come into each neighborhood, they get a better sense of knowing who we are.